Oh, so fabulous.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel once again. It's your girl Dumebi. If this is your first time coming across my channel, you're welcome to my channel. I do hope you decide to subscribe, and if you are a returning subscriber, you guys know that I love you. It's so good to have you here. Welcome back once again. So my usual disclaimer, please, this video is strictly for educational purposes. Do not go searching out anybody that I talk about in this video. Don't send them any form of hate comment, threats, or violence. This channel does not support any of that. So I came across this video that was posted a few months ago that was made by a palm-colored woman explaining why she would always protect black women till the end, okay? So let me just go right ahead and play these videos.
I remember being told that I don't need to scrub my legs because the soap runs down my body. I remember being told that I didn't need to shower today because we had swam at the lake. I remember being told that shampoo is fine because it runs down, it washes everything. I don't remember being told how to clean my vajayjee. I remember being not the only white girl in the army learning how to wash properly from the black girls. And they laughed a little bit too, but they stood with us and taught us with love. My mother-in-law has taught me more about myself than my actual mother did. I'm not gonna laugh at you because you don't understand the context of these messages. It is listen to black women and protect black women till I die. Don't be embarrassed. That's not our fault. And the people who should be embarrassed never will be because you can't tell them shit. And if you've ever heard me say that black women raised me, it's true, but I was already an adult. And that's why it is protect black women and listen to black women till I die.
So yes, this is one of those videos. This is not something new. I have seen tons and tons of videos of palm-colored people talking about their personal hygiene, and it's usually nasty when they talk about it. And it's usually always traced back to how they were raised. A lot of non-palm-colored people, a lot of non-white people have the impression that palm-colored people generally have a terrible personal hygiene. And the few of them who have good hygiene probably learned it from other people of color. But anyway, before I go further into talking about what I think, let's just go right ahead and hear what people had to say in response to her video.
I remember being told that I didn't need to shower today because we had swam at the lake.
I'm half white, and I'm from Tennessee, and I have never experienced that. My mom is white, and she definitely told me how to wash, but I can't speak for all white people. All I can say is that is so strange. Now, I will say there are some white people that be a little funky, but I feel like everybody of all races is a little funky. So I don't know if this is a specific kind of thing or a parental kind of thing, but I don't think this is just a white people thing. I don't think we can give this to all white people. I think this is a education, hygiene kind of thing. So with that, I will say, you get in the shower, get you one of them little scrub hand exfoliators, put a whole bunch of soap on it, and literally just scrub everything, and rinse it off. And I feel like that's, I mean, put a little lotion on after, put a little deodorant. That's it. I mean, geez.
That shampoo is fine because it runs down, it washes everything.
Which one of you parents out there is teaching trickle-down economics when it comes to hygiene? I've also seen people walk out of a toilet stall, avoid the sink, back into the unexpected world, shaking people's hands and touching groceries. See, now I'm curious, but I don't want to know how people go about using the bathroom. Because I guarantee it's all different now. It has to be all different. Like I want to know, but I don't want to know. Oh, there was a question that was asked when I used to work at the YMCA when I was 18. It was like, how do you fold your toilet paper? And some people said they just crumpled it into a ball, and other people said they folded it neatly before they used it. So that's also an important question because there's a lot of holes in that first option. There's a lot of holes.
Not the only white girl in the army learning how to wash properly from the black girls. My mother-in-law has taught me more about myself than my actual mother.
Leave it to us brothers to want a woman that don't wash her chicken or her ass and still eat both. As sure as we know the sun rise in the east and set in the west, we know there's a brother that don't play about her. In that video, the woman says that she learned how to take a bath at a big age thanks to the help of some black women, including her mother-in-law, which, to be honest, is nothing new. We've been doing this for quite a while. Bathing and taking care of them good, fine people was something that our ancestors were doing for hundreds of years. They couldn't do nothing by themselves. Everything from bathing them, feeding them, and dressing them was our ancestors' jobs. Coming to the internet and saying your black husband's mother and a few black friends taught you how to bathe is not the flex you think it is. It just highlights your privilege. And to all the sisters out there, I pose this question. If you came around them people smelling like feta cheese and fish, how many do you think would teach you how to take a bath instead of calling you nasty?
I remember being told that I don't need to scrub my legs because
I'm quite sure a lot of people have seen the Asian doctor on your timeline saying that you only need to take a bath 2 to 3 times a week. And a lot of people that look like me were quite shocked. Like even the foods that we eat, I teach my students of what children eat all over the world. I tell them when you see it, don't say, ew, that looks nasty. It probably does, but it's about culture. It's about accepting and understanding each other. Just like we eat different things, we wash our bodies in different ways. I was raised in the Islamic community, and when we pray, we wash our body every time we pray. So it's cultural. And I want to go back in history when the Moors taught the Europeans how to wash properly. This isn't anything new. This is things, and I'm not saying every person that is white practices this, but I'm just saying as a whole, my experience growing up in a white affluent neighborhood, I had friends that did not take a bath every day. It was normal to them. I personally thought it was gross because I was raised in a different way. But really, it's all about culture. And I appreciate that creator sharing her personal story and her interaction with black girls and not being taught the proper way to wash her body.
So first of all, this brother's take was quite funny for the fact that he even had to bring in our brothers who actually dabble into interracial relationships into the matter, talking about how, even if these people don't have very good hygiene, they don't mind being with them. Well, but I want to look at it from another angle, from the point of view of how black women have always been taking care of everybody. And it actually makes me wonder, when people say we are not our ancestors, the fact that black women of the older generations had to take care of palm-colored people's children for them, had to nurse them, had to basically be a mother to them, while their mothers did whatever, is something that, whether we like to admit it or not, has actually continued into this generation, directly or indirectly. From what this woman said, basically she has learned much more from black women, including her mother-in-law and her colleagues in the army, from what she said, than she has learned from her own mother. It actually makes me wonder, is it the laziness of these palm-colored people, or is it the fact that a lot of them just do not have the capacity to form a kind of bond? Is it a kind of neglect that some of these palm-colored women have for their children that we see reflecting in this inability to teach proper hygiene? Because I went into the comment section of this woman and I saw a lot of them talking about how their mother never cared, even about their dental health, never told them how to brush their teeth, never taught them how to wash properly. Some of them even opened up about their father teaching them more about these things than even their own mother. And it just makes me wonder, Could this be the reason why they don't really have as much of a sisterhood the way black women do? Because I feel like if your mother treats you with that level of negligence, obviously you're not going to have a good sense of womanly bond. I've seen in several videos how white women have talked about how they do not have a sisterhood and they do not have good relationships with other white women like the way black women and probably other women of color do as well. And so now there's a vacuum missing because the amount of care and doting and love that they should have received from their mothers is now being given to them by black women. It reminds me of this video as well because that woman was talking about how it feels when black women call her baby. And I felt sorry for her because it showed me that she's not used to receiving that amount of love and endearment. So the black women who called her baby and it made her feel good were obviously feeling a vacuum that her own mom or the women in her life were obviously not feeling for her. And just like I said, this is not the first video talking about this whole poor hygiene of palm-colored people that I'll be covering on this channel. This other video talked about the same thing. So now when these palm-colored people who have not received this amount of love and nurturing and care from their own people get to meet with black people just like we know are always nice. We are ready to share information. We are ready to nurture. We are ready to love. It comes very easily to us. So when they come across black women that now give them this love and nurturing and motherly guidance that they lack from their own backgrounds, they tend to now build a kind of codependency or loyalty to black people that, I mean, we don't really know how deep it goes, if we're to be honest. And when it comes to hygiene, I've heard from a lot of Nigerian immigrants how whenever they go abroad and they want to get an apartment, if the landlord or whoever is in charge of the apartment finds out that you're African, they complain about how you waste too much water. You guys take your bath twice a day. We don't want an African in this apartment. And it makes me laugh because it is so normal. I can even shower as much as 3 times a day if I want to, but the minimum is twice a day, and that is how we are born and raised. Hygiene is a big deal generally for black people. So it's just odd to me. Anyways, you guys let me know what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.